Right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, to the people who are watching. Uh, as I've said, I am going to try to interact a little bit more in the chat, in the YouTube chat at least. But yeah, thank you for joining Jade Louis Yi and Ishtaga, who is already here chatting. And as promised, since Jade is the one who got here first, I mean, the one who's chatting, I am going to get to his theme. The first one. All right. So I don't know if he has sent his message already. By the way, Jade, just send me your Discord name so I could start with that one. How is everybody doing? By the way, since we are waiting, I am just going to do some shout outs. Some people in my server messaged yesterday and they wanted a shout out. And you know how it is here? I just go ahead and do it. This is from the Aqua Pisces server. I would like to give a shout out to Shane, Zesty, and Kenny. Right, they are the people who are watching. I don't know how consistent that is, but they say they're watching. So yeah, uh, cool. So so you're Stain, all right? Hello, Stain. Shout out to you, my man. Uh, where is your message, Stain? Man, look at that. So many people really messaging and I can't get to them. Yeah, alright. So Stain is here. Hi, sir. Can you help me with the lineup? Can get past top 20% on my server. Your server is Aqua Pisces, right? So I have the same server. You see, recently got a Staghorn on summon. Alright, that's good. So basically, your Staghorn will be at A2. Is that it? All right, now okay, you now have a Staghorn at A1. Um, you are probably a free to play player. Is that right? You probably are. Okay, yeah, you are a free to play player, I think. A8 Toko. Your Sorbor is at A10. This should do some good damage. However, the thing about here, and I think a lot of people who are watching will know that your Sorbor is a little lacking in terms of the jellies, right? So with Sorbor, you need a lot of jellies in order for him to be very effective because the boost that he gets from his skill also includes the jellies. And as I've discussed in the last video, basically, if you give him 100 attack jellies, you are giving Sorbor 500 attack stat, right? So this is a lot, and I think it's 30%. Like it increases 30% the attack. So the 30% of 500 is 150. So every time a familiar of yours die in the familiar arena, you get 150 attack basically. So you need to increase more jellies for your Sorbor. You do have the destruction lineup, which is Staghorn, Hippocampus, and Arachnes. However, they're only at a like not even awakened, right? So they're not awakened, and your Staghorn is only at level 1. Your Hippocampus is the one that I could maybe consider because he is at least at plus 300. Arachnes doesn't have any. So I think I would do this one, right? So this is just to show you what you can do. All right, so you have Sorbor, you have Toko. You could do it this way. No. Maybe just put them on opposite side. You have a Suryu and you also have a Hippocampus. But let's go with Hippocampus because he is at plus 300. Your Suryu is only at A2 and 162. So maybe Hippocampus. We need melee types. Who's your melee type that could work here? Um, hmm. We could make use of Might and Staghorn. Sorry, Molten Lion. So maybe all right. So just an example. This is a Molten Lion, all right? Because I don't have a Molten Lion, so we're using Firelinks and then a Might, right? But the thing here is that you have 3 fire familiars, all right? And that might not be very ideal, especially with a lot of water familiars. But that I'm talking about the top 5% and below, right? Or lower, like top 100. In the 5% to top 20% range, this could probably work. There will be some Suryu, but you will rarely see some Hippocampus there. Not a lot of very good water types in like as a selection, aside from Hippocampus and Suryu. And since we don't see a lot of Hippocampus, I think this lineup could work and could bring you to about top 10% just because of how powerful Sorbor is. And this is granted that you put a lot of jellies on your Sorbor. All right, so you have to really put some jellies on your Sorbor. At what is your Sorbor again? At 73 jellies, this is not enough, right? But if you're watching right now, I'm sure you're watching right now. So please try to set up your familiars this way. This is the suggestion. This is the suggested lineup that I'm going to give you. Again, this is not Firelinks. This is a Molten Lion. He's just a proxy. All right. There we go. How do you get reviewed? Just there are steps right there on the description. I would like you to read that, and then I will, look at you. Let's see if I can get to choose you. Is there anyone else? Kailesin, hello, thank you for joining. Gustavo Candido. Right, yeah. Thanks for your videos. I really appreciate you checking out my videos, and if you are learning from the videos that I'm making, that is very, very good for me, at least. Because there's two goals why I'm doing videos. One is to keep players from playing Ni no Kuni, because this is a really great game for me, and if I am teaching other people how to be successful in the familiar arena, I think that's that kind of encourages people to keep on playing the familiar arena, right? And then also it's just something that I think I'm good at in a way, and I'd like to share the things that I learn about. By the way, just a teaser, I've discovered something. I now have a counter for Ebon Torex, right? And so I'm going to share that to you when the new season comes. So that's about a week from now, right? I don't want to share it yet because I don't have enough videos. It's still, I'm building it, and I don't want other people to use it before me. I want to surprise people in the arena first, and then I'll share it to you once the season starts. I don't want to use it yet because I don't want my rankings to go down, because it's still only a trial phase. But basically, I have found a way to counter an Ebon Torex without using an Ebon Torex, right? So this is a counter to Ebon Torex without using an Ebon Torex. So this is good. So this could be very interesting. Just check back in like maybe 2 weeks, right? Yeah. So that's how it is. All right. DC invite expired. Ishtaga, just go and join that Discord link that I showed you. This is just like a dummy Discord so that we share a Discord server, and then when we share a Discord server, you can now message me directly. All right. All right. So who do we do next? We have Dada Cutie and Kenneth Lara. I think I'll go with Kenneth Lara first. All right, yeah, let's go with what's your name on Discord, Kenneth Lara? Oh, Larzy. All right. So Larzy. All right, there we go. And you are playing Crossworlds. Very good. Hi, Crow. Can I get a help from my family arena? Currently sitting at 7%. Aiming for top 100 this Monday. All right. Okay. Let's see what you got. Buy the Sorbor Pass to week 10. You're considering that. What is your Sorbor? What is your Sorbor? I don't know what your Awaken is for Sorbor, but maybe wait until Wednesday, because Wednesday is the before the maintenance on Wednesday. that is the last. And you can probably buy the Sorbor pass like on the morning of Wednesday, if you are not yet at A10 Toko. But there's a chance that you get to A10 Toko even before you buy the pass, right? So I would like you to wait so that you don't waste money, right? You wanna absorb your bunny bot. Okay, I mean, is it awakened? Your bunny bot does not have any awakening, so yeah, probably. It's really hard to use a bunny bot anyway, and I don't know if you're a free to play player. If you're a low budget to a free to play player, yeah, that could be something, right? Pick a hippocampus from your chest. Oh man, this has been a long time. I'm sorry, my friend. Okay. Uh, so you don't have a hippocampus, but you wanna have him in your lineup. I kind of don't recommend that, because you could probably do a lineup even without a hippocampus. Because at A1, like if you are targeting top 100 and you only have a hippocampus that is not awakened, he is not gonna do well, right? It is better for you to use other familiars with higher awakening in the top 100, okay? Because in the top 100, really, there's a lot of stronger familiars, stronger defense, stronger attack, and so if you have a hippocampus without any awakening, I'm afraid he is not gonna do well there. So, right, so uh, you could pick hippocampus, but if you don't have any of the familiars that you want yet, I suggest wait, right? Like for example, when you summon, sometimes you will get out of nowhere, you will get a hippocampus, or you will get an arachnis, and then when you get one of those, use your familiar chest to get the one for a duplicate, right? So that one, my guaranteed rare for yeah. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. All right, let's go for your lineup. What is this? Awakened one Ebon, awakened one Bird. You want to get to the top 100, so might be tough. You should put more jellies on your Toko. That's the first thing that I would say, because your Toko is not like well built as of yet. What is this? A9 Toko? But I like that you're using Ouroboros and Might. What is the awakening of your Ouroboros and Might? Sorry, I can't see your Might and Ouroboros, but probably pretty high. All right, so the thing about Might and Ouroboros, Might will cast his skill first, thus knocking down opponents, and then Ouroboros will cast his skill later on and knock down players as well, and they both do really good damage. So yeah, I could probably do yeah. So you could probably just remove Bunnybot here. That is possible, or you know what? I think I like Bunnybot here. I'll be honest with you. I like Bunnybot in this lineup. All right. So the thing about Bunnybot, I don't know if you've seen my video, the last video that I made. Not the last video, the like, but I made a video like this week, and that is about Bunnybot. Watch that one. And what I mentioned was, it would be very nice to use Bunnybot if you have a lineup that has a lot of melee types, right? So I think I would go for Bunnybot here in this regard. You just have to give more jellies on Toko, and I think in terms of positioning, I would put Toko on the back. I would like you to put Might in front, right, and then Ouroboros also in front, but put Ebon Torex behind Ouroboros. I'll show you what you can do, right? So you will have a Toko. Because in your lineup, uh, since there's going to be a lot of melee types, so if you put Toko in front, what's gonna happen is if your opponent has a what do you call this? has a, what's the name of this guy? Hippocampus. When he uses his skill, since Toko will be near the melee types, he will be hit as well, and so that would be dangerous since your Toko is your healer. He is there for sustain. I would like you to put him in behind, like right there, and then put Ebon behind an Ouroboros. So your lineup would look like this, and then your bunny bot will be behind. Might. There we go. So this is how I would do it. All right. So yeah, just try this one out. I think your team would be good, especially if you like increase the awakening of your Toko. I think you lost a lot of defense, uh, probably especially in the range that you are in. Toko will be very good. So just increase his jellies, and then you can win a lot more with a lot more jellies of Toko, and then this kind of positioning. Just try that one out, and then let me know how it happens. But yeah, I think this could probably bring you to top 100, right? I think. And the reason why we're going with this is you don't really have a lot of options. It is possible that you maybe remove Ebon Torex and then put what do you call this guy? Uh, who is he? Dinosaurus. You could try that one, but that would be for later. Let's go with this one first, that you can utilize your bunny bot, right? So yeah, that's what I would say with that. Try that one out. Okay, Kyle Flores, thank you for joining. Blink Gabriel. Uh, the link on the description is not working. Is it? Really? Let me check. It is working for. Oh, expired. All right, right, right. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulty. Oh, okay. I can. Holy shit. All right. All right. Just for now, just add me as friend if I mention you. But right. Okay. All right. So let's go with Nanana. I think uh he's one of the first one who mentioned. Sorry. So Afro Gunso. All right. So this is you. Nanana. What a strange name. Hello, sir. I've been watching your YouTube about bird. Okay. What is your bird? Oh, same awakening as my bird. Um, I don't know why. I am able to reach top 10 with an awakening 4 bird, and I was able to reach it at awakening 3 actually. It was just now at A4. So you should be able to do it. But you are using Sorbor, so I understand why. So I want you to remove Sorbor because he is like Sorbor does not work well with Bird, and then yeah. So basically, this is not a lineup that would work. I don't think this is ideal, but I guess I don't know. What is your let me review your lineups first. All right, so you're using Sorbor without jelly, so that's bad. Rather not use Sorbor as of the moment. If you really want to use Sorbor, wait until it gets more jellies. Right now, it won't do a lot of good for your lineup. I like Bird in that lineup. You have an A8 Toko. Okay, is that 290 or 120? I think that's 120. Right, so 120, that's lacking. You need to build more your team. Ebon Torex has 235, so that means he has at least plus 35 attack, so that is not ideal because I would prefer to give it to like Ouroboros or a Shrimpaler. This is what I would suggest. I actually have a alt account. I don't know if you've heard of it. I have Ignatius, who's also in the top 30. There I am using Bird and Ebon at the same time. So since who else could we use here? We can use Toko. We could use Shrimpaler. We could use Suryu. You are not using Suryu. And the reason why you are probably losing a lot is because you don't have a water familiar in your team. And so there are a lot of fire familiars in the like usually there's at least one, right? So you could probably see a Might, and then sometimes you will see two. So you will see a variation of Might and Tarracona. You will see a variation of Might and Molten, right? So a water familiar would be helpful here, right? So um, you should remove Ouroboros, I think, just because um, he will like remove some hits from Bird, and you know how Bird is. He needs a lot of hits in order to take advantage. And just to show you my lineup, so this is my yeah. So this is my main lineup. I only have Bird as my melee type, so that means he is taking all the hits from the other team since he's the one who's going to go in front, right? So that's why my Bird is doing really good damage. Your Bird is probably not doing really good damage, even though he's at the same awakening. I'll show you the awakening of my Bird. He's only at A4 as well. So better remove Ouroboros and then put in Shrimpe. No. Put in Suryu, right? So if you can put some jellies on Suryu, you can just give him 100 attack jellies. That would be enough. And so I think that would give you, like, that would help you climb more in the familiar arena. I don't know. Oh, yeah. So you got to top 7%. Yeah. So, yeah. Try using Suryu instead of Ouroboros. In terms of how that would look like, I'll show you the lineup or like the placing. So we will have Suryu, Bird, uh, Ebon, Suryu. Where are you? Suryu, and who's the other one? Shrimpeller. Right. Where is Shrimpeller? There. And this one looks exactly the lineup that I have in my Ignatius account. And that one has an A1 Bird and an A6 Ebon Torex, right? So I think it's probably kind of equal, right? And I don't know what your server is, so maybe that's also a factor. But in theory, you could reach top 100 even though you have a stronger server, right? So I usually put it this way. There we go. So this is how I place my team in the Ignatius account. And since you have kind of the same familiars, right? This is how I would place it, right? So there we go. Okay, I hope that helps. Next. Daryl Pasqua. Pasqua? All right. So yeah, you're one of the first ones. So yeah, let's do you. By the way, thank you very much for thanks to everyone who's watching right now. Thank you for joining in. And oh, by the way, I would like to shout out some people who donated the last time. Sammy Q, really, she is also my guildmate, and she donated, right? And really appreciate that. It was really something, and like that was one of the first donations that I got, and so I really felt good about that. So thank you very much, Sammy Q. Do check her out as well. She is like, if you like watching streams, she sometimes streams on Facebook. Just search Sammy Q, right? And also J9 also used a super thanks. I don't know if you can see that super thanks, but you can actually use that super thanks and basically donate while you comment, and then that would give your comment a little bit more, oomph, so that I can see it right away, right? So, yeah, we will go with Dada Cutie. But yeah, thank you very much for those people. Yeah, there you go, Dada Cutie. Are you really cute? I don't know. Hello, can't go up to 10%. All right. Your familiars are. This is not bad. How are you not able to get to 10%? All right. Uh-huh. I think since you are why Mike you're watching, right? So my question is, why do you not use Staghorn? It's pretty weird. Okay. So you are now using Puffu, which is weird because you have a Sorbor, right? So I think a lot of people here who are watching, I've mentioned Sorbor needs, at least two melee types to power him up, and you having three uh, range types, that would not be very ideal. Although Pafu is really, really strong, he is not yet well built. Now you have to choose here. So do you want to use Sorbor, or do you want a lineup that will utilize Hippocampus and Pafu, right? So basically, you have some options here. You have a bird. That would be ideal if. Wow, you have an A3. You have an A3 bunny bot. Hmm. I would like to use that since he's at A3. But who are your melee types? Only Might and Ebon. Not ideal. Uh okay. I think you could probably, you know what? I think let's try to use uh wait, let me check. What is the awakening of your hippocampus? Awaken 2. This is not bad. Um you know what? You could try to use Staghorn because I think with the lineup that you're rocking, um it's not really gonna work just because Sorbor is not doesn't work well with a three range types. So yeah, let's remove Sorbor. But let me know. All right, so you're watching, right? Let me know. Do you really want to use Sorbor? Because I usually just recommend Sorbor um, for free to play players. Your Sorbor has 136 jellies, so not enough to be very effective. Maybe come back later on when you have your Sorbor at plus 300 if you really want to use him, right? And just to answer quickly the question of Carchilo, Splisher is not good in the arena. Let's just get that out of the way right now. All right, so I think I would suggest that you use a Staghorn. Okay, for your lineup, I would suggest this one. So you have an Evan Torix here. You have a Staghorn. You can use your Hippocampus, who is at 8-2, so that one is really strong. I think at least could give you a top 100 placing, right? Like this, like with your team, it will be hard to get to top 30, but I think it's possible to reach top 100. Who else do you have? You have a Might. Might. Right. Might would be, I think, I'll place him here. Now this is tough because, or maybe I place Staghorn here, right? So that we can get some more and then have the chance to have Staghorn not cancelled, right? So either this, or this, right? And your other one would be Toko, right? So I think, especially with how strong your Might is, you want to make sure that he gets to use his skill. So I would put Might like behind Ebon. However, you can also do this, right? Especially if your opponent has an Ebon Thorax in the front. So I've mentioned this countless times already, and if you don't know it yet, if your opponent has an Ebon in front, you can put your Ebon on the second line, and that usually, like 9 times out of 10, will have your Ebon attack first before the opponent's Ebon. So basically, you get to cancel your opponent's Ebon and you get to push your opponents away. So that gives you an edge early in the battle. All right, so this is what I would suggest. Dada Cutie. All right, so there you go. Who else? Edwin from Discord, V1E. Who do we go for? All right. So, but that, all right. You want to build your Puffu? Let me know when you get to. All right. So, if you ever build your Puffu, you could probably not use Staghorn and Hippocampus anymore. And this is just to follow up for Dada Cutie, okay? And then this is Puffu, okay? Because I don't have a Puffu, so you can do this one, and then you can use the Sorbor, right? So at least you have 2 melee types, and then Sorbor, right? So with what you're currently rocking, you only have Might as your melee type. But if you use Ebon and Sorbor, Ebon and Might, then that would be ideal. Or if you don't want to use Ebon, you can use an Ouroboros. At least have 2 melee types so that you can make Sorbor effective. So if Sorbor, Puffu is actually perfect together with Sorbor instead of Hippocampus. And so, yeah, so Puffu would do better with Sorbor. Okay, so this is just a proxy. This is not Hippocampus. This is Puffu. So if you are going to use Puffu and Sorbor, this is the lineup that I would suggest. With Ebon Thorax, replaceable with another melee type. All right, there you go. Okay. Okay. Let's go with. Okay, there's a question here though. I want to answer it for how if. Huh? Yeah, so there's a question from Muhammad Farul, right? So if you use one melee with Sorbor, what's gonna so if you use one melee type together with Sorbor, so let's say this is your lineup, right? So Might is the melee type, and then you have 3 other range types. Sorbor is like a mid range, right? So what's gonna happen is Might will go in front of the battlefield, right? And then he will die first. And then when he dies, Sorbor will be powered up once. And then who is going to be attacked next? Since he is the closest, since he's mid range, and the other 3 are range types, Sorbor will be the one who is going to be attacked next. And if he's only powered up once, he is not going to be very tanky, and thus he will die soon. Okay, so I would. That's why I would prefer having 2 melee types, so that at least so that Sorbor will be powered up twice and get to take a lot of hits. He's tanky, and then with other 2 range types at the back, that would really give you the edge at that type of 3-on-3, right? So that's how I do it. Okay, all right. Let's go with Edwin. I think he's messaged a few times already. All right, Junjun plays Edwin. Junjun plays. Are you a YouTuber? That's like a YouTuber name. Edwin. Hello, Edwin. I think I've answered your. I've already replied to you, sir. All right, let's just do it quick. Should you change this lineup? I think so because depends on where you are. All right, so if you are in the top 20% to like 10%, this is okay. But if you reach like top 100, I think because you don't have a fire familiar here, right? So this is what's not good. What did I say before? I think I mentioned that you should use Tarracona, but you are still not using Tarracona, so I don't know why. So do I think you should change this setup? Yes, I would want you to change this setup. I would want you to remove Staghorn here. What is your Staghorn? Your Staghorn is not awakened and only at 152 jellies. He does not have an Ebon Torix with him, so you only have an Ouroboros. So there are a few familiars that are very common in the arena that could cancel Staghorn. One is Smite. Number two is Ebon Torix, right? So those two are very common in the arena. And so if you are using Staghorn without an Ebon Torix or a Might, chances are Staghorn won't be even, have the chance to use his skill. So I'd remove Staghorn here. I would prefer, Tarracona instead, and just basically remove your Suryu or Hippocampus. Your Hippocampus is also at A0. So really, I don't know what to tell you. I've already mentioned to you that you should use Tarracona. And so, yeah, if you want to do what you want, go ahead. But yeah, sir, let me please tell you that just look back to what I said in the past. Again, you are wasting your Tarracona, who is already at plus 300, right? You are wasting that, definitely. If you want to use a range type, you can use a what do you call this? A Penguicorn, because Penguicorn will help a Tarracona. Tarracona will be your star player here, and I think he is going to do really good damage. Just please read back on what I said in the past. I'm done talking about this. Let's go to the next one. Jason. I think all right. I've answered this guy. I think not yet. All right. Let's go. Let's go with this guy. Hi, I was from. All right, this is Jason, right? Okay, we're going with Jason. Hi, I was from 20% to top 82. That's a huge jump, man. Dino plus 300. I decided not to build bird. That's the all right, right. Top 30. Okay, okay. What do you have? This is not a bad lineup. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. A7 Dinosaurus would really do well. And you have a Staghorn plus an Ebon Torix, so these three are basically doing really good synergy. Ebon Torix, Dinosaurus, and Staghorn. Now, if there's anyone to replace here, you can probably replace Suryu. And you did say that you want... You think getting Hippo awake 0 plus 300 would help my team? You know what? No. Honestly, with Suryu over here at A5, I think he is. I think he is good enough. I mean, if you are, if anything, what would help here is a Arachnis, right? I think Arachnis would do well. But then again, you don't have a water familiar if you do that. So I think Suryu is doing really well here. I would suggest that you just save, right? Because, one of these days, maybe you get a Hippocampus. I mean, Hippocampus would do well together with Staghorn, Dinosaurs, and Ebon Torix. I don't know if you've seen my video. I talked about, can you win in the familiar arena without a Toko? That's basically what I used. I used Staghorn, Dinosaurus, Ebon Torix, Hippocampus, and then Shrimpaler. So I was able to win without Toko, right? With that kind of lineup. And so basically you have half of what I used back then. So, or like 60%. So yeah, like Hippocampus would help, but I don't know how much, because basically you have a Suryu at A5. So it could help in a way, but you are basically wasting a 4-star selection chest. So that is, to me, very valuable. And so I don't want to use that just to maybe make your team better. So, I think Suryu is really good enough, right? But if that would, All right, I would suggest go watch that video and see how that team works. So if you like how that team works, then go ahead and get your hippocampus. All right, but if you saw it and then all right, I mean it's fun, but I think Suryu would be better. So just go ahead with Suryu, but watch that video first. That video is the one where I talk about can you win in the familiar arena without a Toko. All right, so go watch that one and then go ahead and decide. Okay, that's it for Jason. I hope you are able to reach top 30, but as currently constructed, you might lack a little bit of awakening to reach top 30, but who knows? When it comes to synergy, I think this, yeah, I think you just need some more jellies. Maybe more jellies to Staghorn. I think yeah, because your Dinosaurus is your main damage dealer here, and so with Staghorn additional damage, you could probably, you know, get more wins. Yeah, but in terms of your question, I think I would wait. I think I would wait. But just watch that video that I mentioned. Maybe that would help you make a decision. All right. All right. So Musyawi rule hack. Scizor, I don't think you're like. There are other people who sent first, but yeah, I'll get to you, man. Let's go first with Jamus. He's one of the first people who mentioned. So Jamus, where are you? Jamus, where is Jamus? I don't see him. Did you send a friend request? Is that nope, not there. Yo, I don't see Jamus anywhere. Are you sure you're able? I don't see you. I don't see you. So we will we will go for Mushowiru. Right. So Sizor, one of my favorite Pokemons actually. Right, Sizor. All right. Hello. I never get asked right from Marina. My high is only at 23%. All right, your Sorbo is not working. Well, that's because he has no jellies, right? So, in order for Sorbor to be really effective, he has to get more jellies. Okay. Uh, you have Sparky, Firelings is okay, and he's at Awakened 1. All right, yeah. I think if anything, Firelings would work well together with Sorbor. All right, so first thing that you need to do, give jellies to Sorbor if you want to really use him. Since it looks like you are a free-to-play player, that's what I would suggest. All right, and then number two, you could probably use. What is your Sparky? Awake 76? I think I would use Might instead of Sparky. He would do better. Who else? You should probably use Ebon Torex, but you do have a Suryu. Yeah. So in the last video, I think I said use Suryu together with Toko and what do you call this, Sorbor, because they could do well in towards the end of the game. So at least you have an Earth type, Fire type, and a Water type in like in one team, and then so towards the end that would do really well. So first, give jellies to your Sorbor, and then for the lineup, I would suggest that you do this one. So please, put jellies on Sorbor, but the lineup would look like this. Who is the other one? Suryu, okay. And then you are going to have this guy. This is Firelinks, right? But maybe put him in the back. And then for your last familiar, either use Sparky if you want to use Sparky, but I'm afraid he is not really that good. So maybe use an Ebon Torex. But you know, since your Ebon Thorax is not yet built, use Sparky as of the moment. But also you have to build your Suryu. But this is the lineup that would really work well in the familiar arena. So this could probably get you to about 10%. All right, so yeah, especially with the Sorbor that you have, your Sorbor is not yet at Awaken 7, right? So one of my free-to-play accounts, series, was able to reach top 15 with an Ebon Thorax that's at A7, right? But that one has a like far inferior team because it doesn't have any like Awakened 1 rare, right? But towards the end, we were able to acquire a what do you call this? An Arachnis, right? But other than that, I think it's just Sorbor needs some jellies, right? So there you go, Sizor. Okay. Miam. All right. Since this guy has flooded. Okay. All right. Later one. All right. Here. Is it good? Sorry. So Sizor has a follow-up question. Is it good to? Is it good idea to put Hippocampus without Suryu? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. You have a. All right. You already have. Okay. Okay. My bad. Okay, so you now have a plus 300 on. Yeah, right, good. You have A9 Sorbor. It's very possible you get it to A10. Yeah. All right, yeah, yeah. Instead of Suryu, use Hippocampus. So basically the same lineup, but instead of Suryu, you will use Hippocampus. Perfect. Yeah. There you go, Sizor. I think this is a, like, especially you have an A9 Sorbor already. Yeah, this is, you could probably get to top 10% since your what is your hippocampus? I don't know the awakening of your hippocampus, but it would be very hard to get to top 100 without much awakening. So like this could probably get you to 10% or even 5%, right? Especially if you get your Sorbor to a 10. Possible, very possible, and that would give you some asteroid. All right, there you go. Meme. I said we're going to meme. All right. Hello, Crow. Would like some recommendations on my team and which rare 4-star to pick. I haven't used my 4-star rare selector. Okay. Okay, your Toku. Oh, A6. This is tough. Yeah. But someone in my kingdom was able to reach top 10 at even though the Suryu, or like even though his what do you call this, his Toko is only at A6, but he is a whale, so he does have an A9 Puffu, so maybe that would explain it. But yeah, in theory you can. All right, so what do we do here? So you wanna know which familiar to use your 4-star selector. Molten, since you already have a Molten, use it on Molten, okay? And you are already using Molten in this regard. Okay. I would like you to change the placement here, okay? So yeah, I think this is good. What is your rank? 24%. That's kind of low. But I mean, you have a really good base for a team. Okay. And that's because your Sorbor is only at plus 23 jellies, right? So, Miam, you need to put more jellies on your Sorbor in order for him to be really good, okay? Plus 300 would be very nice, okay? Next, your Suryu is just okay. Your Toko is just there, all right? So, all right. I could tell you that this is the lineup that you should do. So you have Toko, you have Suryu. Right. We have. All right. I don't have a Molten, but this is Molten. Okay. Firelinks. That's Molten. And then Might. Right. Okay. I would do it this way. There. right? Or maybe this. Yeah. Just so that Molten Lion will be the one to die first before Sorbor. Okay, so like this lineup would really give you a lot of time for Suryu, Toko, and Sorbor to do good damage before they die. The only problem here is you have three fire types in one team. So on defense, you could hide them both, and on offense, just look for familiars with a lot of earth types. Okay, but basically this could get you to about 10%, right? Because below that, there are going to be a lot more water types now, especially with Buffoo on the rise. There will be, like, especially in the top 5% to 100, top 100, it would be very hard to win there. But yeah, so with a three fire lineup, it's still possible to reach top 10%, right? So this is what I would recommend. Again, this is not Fire Links. This is Molten Lion, right? And then if you want to use your 4-star Awaken on him, like 4-star selection, go ahead and do that. That's what I would suggest. Okay? There you go. You suck at attacking. Uh, yeah, it's just because of positioning. I don't know why you put Sorbor and Molten Lion together. Like, so there could be a time where Sorbor will be the one to die before Molten. But you don't want that. You want Molten to die first so that he could power up Sorbor and thus making Sorbor tankier, right? Might will die first anyway because he's melee type. Molten and Sor are both mid range, so yeah, you don't want them to be together. So that's why this is the formation that I would suggest. If anything, you could probably do this, right? But that would be especially if someone has a what do you call this? Um, a hippocampus. So if someone has a hippocampus or a Suryu, you're basically opening yourself up for a Molten Lion and Sorbor to get hit at the same time. So that's why I'm going to do it this way. At least with this one, Might will go right here. So now, if someone hits Sorbor or Fire Links from a Suryu, it's only going to be one Fire Familiar that's going to be damaged. So there we go. Yeah, so that's how I would do it. Thank you very much for your question. We are now moving on to the next one. Okay. DKs, can I join Discord? Yes, you can, sir. But all right, so the Discord link is effed up. But yeah, I'll fix that later on. Just add me on Discord if. But I think I've answered your question last week. I don't know, but yeah. Jump. Wait, I did Jamus already. Did I? Oh, I did not see your message earlier, right? Okay. Okay. All right. So let's. Where's Jamus? Okay. Okay. You're a girl. Unlikely. All right. So you're right now. I see Jamus. I did say that we're going to get to him. Um, top 100 server, right? Should I feed the enhance? Okay. Low spender, alright, so at least you're spending. Okay, you have a Tarracona at A1. That there's a good thing. Hmm. Wow. Whew, your Dinosaurus is at plus 300. Damn. Oof. Okay. Why don't you use Bunnybot? Is my question here. Hmm. You know, Bunny Bot would work well, but then again, if we remove Suryu, you will lose a water type. Okay, so first, in terms of jellies, I want you to prioritize jellies for Toko because Toko is really, really good. If you haven't seen my past videos, Toko can win against Suryu and Hippocampus together at the end of the battle because as you can see here, you only have one Earth type, and that is Toko. And so if he's not powered up, basically you are opening up yourself against a lot of water types at the end of battles because water types are usually range types. And since your Tarracona is at plus 300 and A1, it's possible whoever is in front could be destroyed, right? Especially if there's earth types, right? Like a Staghorn or a Ouroboros, easily removed. And you have a Suryu, so if there is a Might, you can still good damage to that. But like towards the end, you are going to have a tough time against water types like a Hippo or a Suryu. So please put your jellies on Toko, make him at plus 300. You will not regret that at all. Okay? And then, who else do you have? This is your Suryu is super strong. Yeah, like plus 300 that one. Okay, let's go for placing. Oh, okay, so this is the team that you're. Oh. Huh. Okay, the thing about this lineup is that you are opening up your Tarracona and Dinoceras to a lot of damage early on, especially if there is a lot of water types in this area. I don't know if this is also your defense, but people can just place their water types in front of Tarracona, and thus he will take a lot of good damage before he can really, set up, right? And so I wouldn't recommend this one. If anything, I would do this one. Okay, I will show you. All right, so Toko. This is Tarracona. So Firelinks is there for proxy. And then I will put Dinoceras over here. Because your Dinoceras is, what is your Dinoceras? Your Dinoceras at A6 and plus 300. He is going to be super tanky. And the thing about Dinoceras is that he is a dark type. And dark types are weak against light, light familiars. And with light familiars not being good in terms of damage, so who are the light familiars that we have? We have Bunnybot, we have Bird, so most of them are not really good doing damage, so it would be okay to put Dinoceras in front. He would be enough, he would be tanky enough. The only attack type that I know of is a Sunflower, but not a lot of people use Sunflower anyway. This is the one that I'm talking about, right? Worker Bumbler. So yeah, it's okay to put Dinoceras in front since no one, like usually there is no one able to take advantage of a Dinoceras just because of the lack of options for a light type. Next is Suryu. Am I right? Suryu is this one, right? So this is how I would place it. If anything, I could do this one, right? Since your Toko is at, I think your Suryu is actually more tanky and fire types. Yeah, yeah, I'd do it this way. Yeah, yeah, this is a good lineup, right? Yeah. What is your goal? You want to reach top 30? That's tough, but you can try. Because your Tarracona is only at A1, right? And at the top 100, honestly, there are a lot of water types now, and so I don't know how long you will last, and especially if your Tarracona is not doing good damage. I mean, there's a reason why, like in my server, there's a lot of Tarracona in the top 30 before. Now there's like only 4 or 5 now. It's just because there's a lot of water types, and they just removed Tarracona in their lineup. So yeah, try yeah, just try the positioning that I mentioned. So I think this could work. This could probably bring you to top 100. I don't know if you can get to top 30, but definitely a top 100, especially with how good your awakenings are. So again, let me reiterate, your awakenings are at least 9 Toko. You have an A8 Suryu, you have an A7 Dinosaurus. This is good enough. This is good enough. Definitely. All right, so, and then A4 Ebon. So yeah, really good, really good. But yeah, so that's it for Jamus. Okay. Okay. Carl Tolentino. So this is his attempt number 6. All right. So thank you for mentioning that one. And then, so yeah, all right. Let's get to you. Aguhon. Yeah, Aguhon. Let's go for you. Oh, you called me. All right. Sorry, really. I am not active on Discord, and really, it's just there's a lot of things that I'm doing. I am managing 3 accounts as of the moment, doing videos, and so like this is I do this live stream so that I could get to some of your questions real time, and just and I can set aside a time for that. All right, so you want to all right, so you can only get to 12 to 15%. EU server, all right. Is it still global? Yeah, maybe. All right, yeah, but yeah, I run Molten Bird, Sorobor, Hippo, and Toko in attack for defenses. Molten, Ebon, Hippo, Suryu, and Toko. Molten, Bird, Sorobor. In theory, this is not bad. Huh. What is your placing though? Molten Ebon. I would have preferred if you screenshot your so that it's easier to visualize. Molten Ebon. You don't. Hippo in Syria is okay. Molten and Ebon is okay. Hmm. So with the other one, the difference is that you are not using Suryu. Am I correct? Okay. And then this is your options. Okay, let's just go for your options. Your bird is at least at A3. Uh, all right, so I don't know how long ago this was. If this is recent, uh, you are not gonna do so well. Just a minute. Yeah, you're not gonna do so well here because your Sorobor is not really awakened, right? So right, it's only at 5 star, and it's not even at plus 300. So it is not gonna do so well, my friend. So I want you to make that into my son's here. I'm sorry. So 6 star. Okay, make him 6 star and then give him a lot more jellies if you want to use Sorbor. Okay, so if I remember correctly, you are using this for a Sorbor team, right? You are using Molten Lion, so this is your Molten Lion, let's say, and sorry, Bird is the one for attack. Am I right? Bird. This is Bird, and you have your Sorbor, right? So, right? Did I get that right? Molten, Sorbor. Hippo. All right. So instead of yeah, what is your hippo? I want to know. Okay, at least A1. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah. Um, in this regard, I would actually go for Suryu instead of hippo, because if you are using a Sorbor lineup, what's gonna happen is it's going to be a drawn out game. So whoever wins like after a few minutes, and with higher awakening from Suryu, he is going to be able to deal more damage, right? But you can use whatever you want. But if it was me, I would go for Suryu, right? So yeah, this is what it would look like, your team. So Bird will go in front. This is actually not bad. I like this attack. I like this attack. But please give some more jellies to Sorbor and at least put him at 6 star. At 5 star, it's no wonder that you're not doing really good. Only at 12 to 15%. But yeah, so this is a good lineup. Bird will take all of the hits in the beginning. This is good. I like this one. Right. For defense, you can do the same. You can use the same for defense. No need to change it up. I would go for this definitely. This is yeah, Molten Lion range type, Sorbor mid range type as well. Hippocampus range, Toko range. Basically, Bird is your only melee type. Highly recommended. This is a good lineup. Right, so there you go. All right, Miss. Okay, let's go with Mr. J. Wait. Matthew Kazumi Chicken. I always see this guy. Let's go with him first. But I don't know. Maybe I haven't met. Okay, I haven't answered him yet. But yeah, I always see Kazumi Chicken, and so just because I see him a lot in the comment section and all that, I am going to go with him first. Sorry. All right. Is there a better team comp for my current team? It's pretty hard to use this team on attack, but I can see that it's good on defense. Because you have a Sorbor. Yep, it would be really good on defense. For attack, it's because you are putting Sorbor in front. I would want you to like okay, let's do the placing right away. Yes, baby boy. Okay, you have Soryu. Alright, yeah. You, Kazumi is like I think you watch a lot of my videos, so this is probably you know exactly what I'm talking about. So Soryu. And then Ebon and Might. Might and Ebon. There we go. Okay. If anything, we can do it this way. No. We have to put Might in front, right? So that at least your range types are safe from any nukes that could, could be AoE. So like for example, in your current lineup, if you put Sorbor and Toko in front, when Might comes in front and Ebon Thorax comes in front, if there is a Suryu or a Hippo in the other team, basically you are opening up for Sorbor and Toko to be, hit as well with that skill. So we want to put them at the back and make sure we sustain them towards the end. Okay. You have a chicken. The only thing here is that you have an A7 Toko. So maybe not ideal, but you do have an A6 Thorax. So I like that. Yeah, so right. This could be one variation. Might in front, Ebon Thorax at the back of Might, Toko in front, Sorbor at the back. But no. We can't do this. Yeah. Sorbor has to be in front. So if anything, we can do this. This is one variation. And also this one. Right? So no. This one. Yeah. Are you watching, Mr. Chicken? Right. So this is yeah. So we're basically putting fire on the each on the other side, right? And then Ebon from the back. And I am putting Ebon in the second line because if you have been watching my videos, a second line Thorax, 9 times out of 10 will use a skill before a frontline Ebon Thorax. So this is just to counter any Ebon Thorax in case there is. You can do this, but I would prefer this. All right. Another variation would be this. Okay, just to make sure that Might is able to use his skill, right? So this is the reason why we are putting Might in front, and like this is the reason why we're putting Ebon behind Might. But depends on how your battles are going. You can probably do this as well. All right. Thank you, chicken. Love the name. I have a chicken myself. All right. Who is the guy that I mentioned? All right. I think it's Carl Tolentino, right? So let's go with Carl. It's weird saying people's full name. What is your name on Discord, Carl? Let me just. Wait, did I? Wait. Hey, huh? Aguhon. Hey, I already did. Yeah, I already did Aguhon. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Man, I'm. What? All right, let's. Oh, sorry. I said Mr. J. Yeah, we're doing Mr. J. So, Mr. J, who'd you got? All right, who you got? Good day, sir. I'm currently rocking my. I like. Yeah, let's use that. I'm rocking. Yeah, I'm rocking this team. That's a perfectly great term. Not using. I'm rocking. Yeah. Sounds more, complicated and slick. Rocking Mind Ebon Toko Suryu. I hope you would like. If you're gonna ask me questions, please put a like. Send me also the screenshot of your team and their placing so that I can easily visualize it. Right? I'm really bad at names, so it's hard. So this would take a lot longer. Might Ebon, Might Ebon, Toko Suryu. Right there we go. And Bor. Basically, most of the teams in this people asking questions. Placed at top 11%. What is your placing, chicken? I think you are above 11%. So in terms of Mr. J, since you are going to be rocking the same lineup, it's possible that you have the same ceiling. Right. So since is there anything? All right. What are the possible lineups that you can use? Hmm. You don't, honestly. Yeah, no. You could probably use Bird. We could use Bird instead of Ebon, but your Bird doesn't have any jellies. So we will go with Ebon. I would prefer if you. Uh, what is Mr. J? If you're watching, how much attack jellies does your Suryu have? It might take a while, but yeah, okay. So, if anything, oh, you have 300 jellies on Surya already. You should be doing really well at the moment. Yeah, you should put more like the def and HP jellies doesn't really matter in the beginning. But at least have 100 attack jellies on Suryu. That would help you a lot. Um, your Sorbor is at a 9. That's already really, really good. Your Might is at a 6. That would be really, really good. I don't know your placing, but this is what I would suggest. Ebon Torex behind Sorbor, Might in front. Yeah, top 30. Like you probably have a stronger Might than Chicken over there. So yeah, this is a good lineup. I would really suggest this one. You don't really have other options. I'm sorry. So yeah, we will go with this one. If anything, like if there's anyone replaceable here, it would be Ebon. But looking at your team, you don't really have any other melee types that could work. So we are sticking with what you have. Um, try this one though. Try, but the thing about this one, right? Again, with this one, you will be having three fire types. But in theory, you can also use this one. So you can have Molten here. Molten Lion, Molten Lion. I don't have a Molten Lion, so this is Molten Lion, my Firelings. You can probably do this. So this is the same as what I have mentioned to another one who asked question, but this is what you can do. Since you have a plus 300 Molten, you can replace your Ebon and place Molten Lion instead and put him beside Might and Sorbor behind Might. Alright, so that's what I would do. Jason, should I use my for Molten Lava? Yeah, definitely. Do you have a Molten Lion? I think you're the one who has a Molten Lion. I think you're the guy that I'm talking about right here. Yeah, so I would definitely use Molten Lion for my rare star for selection chest. All right, there you go. Oh, you did put Molten. Right. So if you put Molten and then this is the lineup, like this is the placing, because placing again is very important. So if this is the exact placing that you did for Molten and it dropped, then just do Ebon. Since your Ebon is at plus 200, and yeah, I think with that you can cancel a lot of mites as well, and some who else can you cancel? Like Staghorn, right? So yeah, there you go. Kyle Flores. Yeah, this guy has mentioned way since the beginning. V1E. Okay. So this is you, Kyle. Hello. Can you help me reach top 10%? All right. Who? This is a classic. Are you using Shrimp Paler? No, that's bad. No. At least you're not using Shrimp Paler. Hmm. I am guessing you are free to play. Your Toku is only at is that A5 or A6? That's a low awakening, but at least your Sorbor is at plus 300 A8. Yeah, I think we could work this one out. Should I replace my might when my hippo got max jellies? No. Because if you are using Sorbor, you will need melee types, and since you have a yeah, since you already have two here, melee types. This is already perfect. If anything, you can replace your Suryu with Hippocampus. But if your Hippocampus is only at A1, I would still prefer I would still prefer Suryu here, especially in the 10% range. Uh, there's going to be a lot of Sorbor there, and I've made tests with this one. For some reason, Suryu is better going against a Sorbor instead of a Hippocampus, because with Hippocampus, his skill really takes a long time before he can cast it, and with Suryu, especially having higher awakening, you can cast it much faster, and in terms of DPS to one familiar, I think Suryu does more, because with Hippocampus, it just does a lot more. It has CC. It damages a lot of familiars, and puts them in place. So there's a lot there. But in terms of damage too, if it's just one familiar, and especially you are going against a lot of Sorbor in the top 10%, Suryu would make more sense. So no, you don't have to. And I don't want to replace Might there. Do I need to give jellies to Bird? Yes, you do. You don't have jellies to Bird. That's A4, man. Your Bird is really good. Okay, so this is the same as my Bird, and my Bird is destroying people in the familiar arena. Right? So yeah, I'll show you your lineup. This is exactly your lineup, actually. Bird will be here. Um, if anything, I think I will do it this way. Right? Yeah, I always place Bird in front and beside a range type so that he gets all the hits in the beginning. So you want to put jellies on Bird. Uh, Technically, you don't really have to put a lot of jellies on him. Just prioritize HP jellies on Bird. That would be good enough in my opinion. So just put HP jellies on him, and he will be, yeah, like you will feel how good Bird is, just with that, addition. Okay, so and in terms of placing, this is how I would put them. Could be this, but you know, it might be a little tough because what if there's an Ebon Torix, right? So Torix will push both of your melee types, and then what's gonna happen? Sorbor will be taking a lot of the damage first, and thus will die first. Yeah, so this is how I would do it, so that you can protect Sorbor, and in a way, not be like not have both of your melee types canceled by Ebon, right? So yeah, this is how I would do it. V1E. Okay, yeah, that's my suggestion. All right, let's do three more because we've already spent 1.5 hours. I only said we're going to do an hour, but I am enjoying. So yeah, let's do three more. Okay. All right. Phoenix Dome. I'm sorry. Yeah, hindi the link is not working, but yeah, you can. I'll fix that one the next time, but we only have three anyway. So I will get to you next time for sure. Just because the Discord link is not working, I don't want to like go out of the stream and then fix that. Let's just go with whoever has message. I think we have enough anyway. So yeah. Uh, okay. All right. There's a question here from Shunpo. Let's